Namaskar, Namaste, and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. Today we are going to discuss about an event that was held in Hyderabad on 7th of May, Sunday 7th of May 2023. It was called HCR 3.0. Yeah, it was the third edition of the Hyderabad Cycling Revolution under the aegis of the Cycle enthusiasts of Hyderabad. As you all know, Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana, of the state of Telangana in India. And I'm really proud to have participated in this particular futuristic program, I can tell, because I think I am seeing what our cities have seen all around the world. I am not a great traveler anyway, you know that. And in India, I can tell you, because India, now we have discussed, it has become the most populous country in the world, and the cities are absolutely becoming chaotic with the crowd, with the traffic jams, with the snarls, or the roads becoming absolutely unimaginable and unmanageable. So this is a beautiful small step, a tiny toddler's tiny step, I can tell you, but I think it has got a potential to really grow into a big revolution, because what the concept of Hyderabad cycling revolution, let us just discuss. This they had started maybe 1 or 2 years back. There was a Hyderabad cycling revolution 1.0. Then September 25th, 2022, they organized Hyderabad Cycling Revolution 2.0, and this on 7th of May 2023 was the third edition. And they had tried to cover what they call here is active mobility. See, we are all we have to move when you are in a city, in a capital city or a big city, business center, everywhere, all around the world, people have to move very large distances. You have to move by flights, by planes, aeroplanes, and within the city, if you are staying, you have to travel by cabs or cars or vehicles, four-wheelers, what we call it generally in India. But all the cities, I mean, the other day we were discussing about Bangalore, or even Delhi for that matter, Bombay. We have seen the photograph, the famous Amitabh Bachchan not able to move forward, and he is taking help of a scooter or a bike rider to reach his destination in time or on time. So that is what is the problem of all these cities. And let us see what the aim of this particular Hyderabad cycling revolution was set out to have or trying to achieve. What they say is very simple. The logic is very, very simple. They say if it is within 1 kilometer distance where you want to go for a small shopping or meet a friend, whatever it is, if it is within 1 kilometer, kindly walk. Yes, walk. And if it is more than 1 kilometer and less than 5 kilometers, take a bicycle. Yes, cycling. We are going to discuss slightly more about cycling in this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. And if it is more than 5 kilometers, obviously cycling also may not suffice, so you may have to use motor driven cars or cabs or whatever you say, but they say don't take your own vehicle, kindly depend on the mass transit system or the public transport system. In fact, this particular event was also supported by the Telangana State Road Transport Corporation and the Metro Rail Corporation of the Twin Cities of Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Yeah, it was such a nice gesture by both of them, both of these organizations, to have supported this, because at the same time, these people, in fact, there is one gentleman called Selvan, to whom actually the other day, Saturday on the 6th of May, I was just scrolling through the Hindu newspaper that we generally get daily, and morning I just scroll through them, maybe mostly concentrating on the sports and ignoring the first pages or maybe once in a while editorial. And the second page, the page 2, the proverbial page 2, of course not in that sense. Second page was had a small article that on 6th of May, I'm telling. So 7th of May, they are going to organize Hyderabad Cycling Revolution 3.0, and we were supposed to be contacting one Mr. Selvan. So yeah, he's Santana Selvan, Mr. Santana Selvan. You know what is his designation as regards to cycling is concerned in the twin cities of Secunderabad and Hyderabad? He is known as the bicycle mayor of the city. Bicycle mayor of the city. I mean, I never knew that such a post existed before reading this particular article, before trying to contact and before participating in Hyderabad Cycling Revolution. Yeah, I think it's required for all cities to have some people who will look for the better life for the city dwellers. So he is one dedicated to the cycling concept, and he wants to encourage people to cycle. And nowadays you would have seen that all youngsters, they mostly, I mean, without exception, there can be some exceptions, but majority of them you will find them very fat. And added to that, you had the pandemic. People were asked to work from home, and they were forget about being at home. They were only seated on their beds or maybe chairs and tables. They were glued to it working, and when they are not working, nearby cot was helping them to sleep. So the activity was absolutely zero, though they were attending office and they were getting their monthly salary or whatever you call it. So this has inculcated, in fact, inadvertently, people have got used to a very sedentary lifestyle. So this is where people with obesity should pay more attention to what I'm going to speak, or what I'm speaking today about cycling. This cycling, what Mr. Selvan wants to propagate, is it is good for individual health as well. In addition to being good for the health of the city, the pollution will be less, the traffic jams will be less, and the traffic will be more manageable. And we should demand for connectivity, the last mile connectivity, wherein we can have you go to a place, the bus stop, to catch your RTC bus on cycle and park the cycle there. They should have enough parking lots rather. And you go by bus to the nearest metro station, then go by metro. I can tell you, my brother-in-law from US tells the Hyderabad metro is one of the best in the world. He likes it so much because a lot of people utilize it. And unfortunately in USA, big cities, big countries like USA, or maybe other European countries, they don't give that much of importance or utility value to the metros, the train system in the city. But I think in India, in Hyderabad, a lot of people are traveling in metro, and if the connectivity is better, I think more and more people can use it. And this is one such event which was trying to encourage people to use mass transit system, the RTC buses or the metro trains or even the MMTS. There is a third version, the multimodal transit system, MMTS trains are there. Unfortunately, these don't connect to all the places. So as a result, people still depend on a bike or a car if they own a car. And nowadays they have got plenty of purchasers. The buying power has gone up. The prosperity is showing on the roads in terms of the cars, number of cars. And as a result, everywhere you go, you will have traffic jam. Even at 10:30 night, 12 o'clock night, 1 o'clock night, there is no limitation. People go to drop their children. So all these things you should stop. Put a stop immediately, because the city is absolutely becoming unmanageable. So this is one very beautiful event or initiative taken by the cyclist, the cycle enthusiast, thanks to Mr. Selvan. And you know what happened that particular Sunday? I saw that all the cyclists were requested to conglomerate or meet at Parade Grounds, which is centrally located in the Secunderabad Parade Grounds. And that was 13 kilometers from my place. So 13 kilometers one side, that is 26 kilometers both the sides. I had to go by cycle, and I committed that I will go by cycle. And you will tell me how I enjoyed it. You will ask me that. I will say it was awesome. In fact, I came back and after a cup of coffee, my favorite filter coffee, my wife offered for me to get back to normalcy, be active again, and I dozed off sitting in the sofa after coming back from this 26 kilometers ride. And after 1 hour or so, I was dozing off, knowing that yes, I'm sleeping there, but I was taking rest. I allowed my body to rest for some time, and the moment I wanted to get up, my thigh muscles were having cramps. So yeah, it is a bit difficult when I'm also no youngster. I'm 60 plus. So for a person like me, though I go for cycling daily half an hour in the morning and maybe sometimes in the evening also, maybe half an hour to 1 hour cycling to do some other jobs also. But still, this 26 kilometers was slightly more than what my body could take immediately. But after 1 or 2 hours of rest, it was all normal. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to know what are the plus points or advantages of cycling in addition to the pollution control of the place and less of petrol consumption, less of smoke. Delhi is getting choked with smoke and dust and pollution. So such cities, I think we should inculcate something like the cycling revolution. In addition to helping the nature, helping the cities of its pollution control, traffic control, it will add a lot of values to the personal hygiene. Yes, all the heart-related cardiovascular cardiovascular problems, you can reduce the risk. You will have less fat, and some estimates tell that if you cycle for half an hour on over a week, you will be spending almost 300 let's 1 hour you will be burning almost 300 calories. So I mean, that's what it is. Cycling is very, very positive. It increases your breathing exercise. It keeps all your bones intact. All the joints are perfectly in operation and always up and doing, and you are healthy. Your fat reduces almost 5 kgs you can reduce if you are into practice of cycling half an hour every day for over a period of 1 year. So these are all figures. I mean, they are not very important. A lot of studies will tell different things, but I mean, there is no need for me to try to convincing you that cycling is a good exercise. Definitely it is, and you feel better. You can breathe easy in the morning when the atmosphere is so clean and fresh, and you breathe clean air and you don't pollute. Your body joints are always active, and these Hyderabad cycling revolution, they call it as active mobility. Yes, you are mobile. You are not sitting in a car. You are actively mobile, that is cycling or walking, or maybe in the trains also. Trains, the local metro, you have to walk a distance, go up and down in the stations. So a lot of walking is required. Walking, I mean, climbing up the stairs, climbing down the stairs, all these are very physical activities which keep you fit. So avoid staircase. And to tell you, my younger generation, I would like to call upon them, kindly make cycling a habit. To shed your extra weight, whatever you feel you are putting on weight, you are becoming very fat, you can reduce your obese. The heart diseases risks are reduced. The breathing, your pulmonary vessels will be more active, so more healthy. Overall, it's a very win-win situation for everyone. So this is what I thought of sharing with you. Not that I'm an expert in this. I'm just a well-wisher and well-wisher for the younger generation. I am reminded to conclude a small poem that I read in my school days. The poem title was Going Down the Hill on a Bicycle. Actually, the boy is coming down the hill on a bicycle. He feels like as if he is flying, but he says, in case I have to get the feeling of flying down the hill, I have to take the toil. I have to do the hard work to go up to the hill. that is tough. So to have a good healthy life, you have to make these small habits. In case you are not finding enough scope, the cities doesn't support you for cycling tracks and all that, kindly keep doing your work at home. You help your mother, your father, your brother, your wife, your husband in housekeeping. Keep dusting around, be active all around. That is what is called active mobility. If you are active throughout, you are active for your life as well. So with these few words, as a well-wisher, I'm wishing you all the best. God bless you with more physical activity, more sporting activity. In fact, this red shirt was a symbol of that particular day's event. They wanted us to wear all red shirts. So with this red shirt, I pray God, let our lives have green, in not only in the environment, let us all be evergreen active. God bless. Take care. Bye bye.